What's going on, guys? It's Clutch Plays here, and today we are going to be doing a part 2 to my first video where I created 4 different trades that the Knicks could do in the future. A lot of you guys were upset with the trades, and it's understandable seeing it now, so give me a chance to redeem myself. Since that video, we have learned so much about how good some of the players on the Knicks are, how much certain players are playing, and which players will and will not have a role in this Knicks team. Now, the trades created may need some altering through adding or subtracting young players and picks to make it work, so take away the main players involved in the trade rather than the picks and all that stuff. Also, I'm not saying that the Knicks should make all these trades, but in certain situations, the Knicks should make these transactions. And if there is a certain situation, it will be described before each trade in the video. The trades range from getting rid of veteran players to trying to acquire a superstar to join the Knicks' young core. And hopefully this will attract a top tier free agent in one of the upcoming free agencies. So with that said, let's hop right into the trades. Trade number 1, Elfrid Payton and Wayne Ellington to the Pistons for Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, and a second round pick. In this trade, the Knicks are sending away 2 veteran players to the Pistons, which should open up more playing time for Trier, Dotson, Frank, and Diaz. Elfrid Payton has been playing pretty poor in the preseason and should be the odd one out of the starting point guard rotation. However, Fizz said that we could see all 3 playing in the same game, which in my opinion is a bit much. Elfrid being traded does not hurt the Knicks at all and allows Kadeem Allen to join the roster again as their 3rd backup point guard. This will help Diaz and Frank gain confidence knowing that they will play in every game, which is extremely important for young point guards. Next, Wayne Ellington is taking away minutes from Alonzo Trier and Damian Dotson to the point where Dotson isn't even playing, so losing him may be better for the Knicks. The Pistons have been shopping Reggie Jackson for a while now, and doing so will open up more minutes for Derrick Rose and the newcomer Elfrid Payton. When Elfrid was given a true role, he played great with the Pelicans, but maybe the Knicks situation is just not the right fit for him. Reggie Jackson's contract expires after this season, so the Knicks are not taking on any extra salary and detain a young player in Luke Kennard who has not been all that great in Detroit. He averaged 9.7 points per game last year, but shoots the 3 ball at 39% in his entire career. Luke Kennard doesn't seem to have a role on their team, and since the Pistons seem to be making a playoff run, they should be willing to make this transaction. In this trade, the Knicks open up minutes for their younger core and get a young 3-point shooter to join their already young core. Reggie Jackson will probably receive a buyout from the Knicks as well. One of the teams may have to throw in a bit more to make this trade occur, but this trade benefits both sides and the Knicks should do a trade like this or similar to this. Number 2, the blockbuster. Julius Randle, Frank Ntilikina, Alonzo Trier, the Mavs 2021 first round pick, the Mavs 2023 first round pick, the Knicks 2022 first round pick for Devin Booker and Frank Kaminsky. Okay, this trade gives the Knicks their first true star player since Carmelo Anthony back in 2015. Devin Booker wants to win now and has absolutely no support around him other than Aiden and Phoenix, and as of right now, it looks as if the Suns are going to be the worst team in the entire Western Conference. The Suns have some good players on the roster, but their organization and front office is absolutely terrible and has made some questionable decisions in trades and signings this offseason. For example, the TJ Warren trade was kind of baffling, and trading down in the draft for Dario Saric and Cam Johnson when you could have taken Jarrett Culver makes no sense. Heck, even Kobe White. On top of all of this, Marcin Gortat came out and said that it is the worst organization that he has ever seen, and not much has changed since his tenure. Devin Booker may want out of this nightmare and request a trade at some point this season or at the end of the season, but this trade here would be for the scenario that Devin Booker went out of Phoenix at the trade deadline. The Knicks are a perfect option for the Suns because the Suns don't want to fully restart, rather they want relatively young players who can impact their team immediately and help them win games, which the Knicks have a lot of on their roster. Julius Randle is a great power forward. It's kind of sad to see him go in this trade, but he will immediately step in as the starter and leader on a young Suns team. Next, if Trier is sitting at the end of the bench like he was in the preseason, the Knicks should trade him because he won't want to re-sign with the Knicks to sit on the bench. The Suns have had interest in Frank in the past and really do believe in his potential as well. We all hate seeing these Knicks players go, but in order to attain a superstar on the level of Devin Booker, we are going to have to give up future first round picks, both the Mav picks, and 2 to 3 good young players. The reason the Knicks will have to give up so much is because they have no leverage because Booker is still under contract until 2024, and if the Knicks can get Booker while keeping Knox, Mitch, and RJ, getting a top tier free agent in 2021 will be pretty close to a guarantee to happen. But then again, this happened. The Knicks may need to put more into this offer to make the Suns pull the trigger at the trade deadline, but this would be a good starting point for the two parties. And the Suns front office isn't all that good, so I wouldn't be surprised if they took it. Trade number 3, Marcus Morris and Elfrid Payton to the Blazers for Kent Bazemore and Anthony Simmons. A quick disclaimer is that this trade should only occur if the Knicks are at the trade deadline with a bottom 10 record in the NBA and no shot at the playoffs, or if Kevin Knox and Ignas make big enough strides during the season to take over the starting small forward position for the Knicks. In this trade, the Knicks receive Kent Bazemore, who is on an expiring contract and will probably be bought out, as well as Anthony Simmons, who is buried behind the Blazers backcourt duo. Anthony had a lot of potential, and it showed in the final game of the season where he had 37 points and 9 assists versus the Kings. The Knicks had another young piece to their plethora of guards, and this move is worth the risk because he has some serious star potential. I absolutely love what Marcus Morris has done in New York, but he is on a 1-year deal, and it will be hard to think that he will take on another 1-year deal next year instead of securing a long-term contract somewhere else. Getting rid of Elfrid opens up more minutes for the Knicks' young point guards and makes sure that players who the Knicks plan to have long-term are playing this season. The Blazers get a player who will help boost their bench in Elfrid Payton, and Marcus Morris, who can slide right in at the starting small forward position for the Blazers' playoff run. If the Knicks have any shot at the playoffs at the trade deadline, Marcus Morris should not be included in any trades. Just need to make that clear. Trade number 4, Alonzo Trier for the Magic's first-round pick. Alonzo Trier is a great player and has serious potential and should be a keeper for the Knicks, but the management may not want to pay him big money because it diminishes the chance for the Knicks to sign 2 or even 1 big-name free agent in 2021. If this is the case, which hopefully it isn't, but if it is, the Knicks should complete this trade. I love Trier and think he has so much potential as a scorer, so he should have incredible value on the trade market as well. In this trade, the Knicks will receive the Magic's first-round pick for this year, and the Magic receive a young player who can stick with their core and help them make the playoffs this season. This will open minutes for Damian Dotson while giving the Knicks more ammo to try and trade for a superstar, maybe if a big-name free agent wants to do what Kawhi did this summer. This trade is all dependent on if Scott Perry would be willing to sign Trier to an extension, and how much would Trier be asking for. If Trier is in line to receive an extension of about 3 years, $85 million from another team, is it really worth matching it? Just something to think about. This is a bonus trade. Wayne Ellington and Reggie Bullock to the Bucks for Ersan Ilyasova, Robin Lopez, and a future first-round pick. This trade is a bonus trade because the Bucks have so many protections on future first-round picks going to other teams, so it's hard to determine a year where they will have a first-round pick open to trade. I didn't want to put a trade in the main video that's not 100% complete. However, this trade does benefit both sides as it opens up more minutes for the Knicks' young players while giving the Bucks solid role players for their championship run. Now that all the trades are complete, tell me down below what trades you guys would like the Knicks to make. Also, make sure to tell me your thoughts on this video and if you agree with the trades or not. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out, and peace!